Join Lazada's 99 Super Show happening this September 8 on Laz Live Plus. Over 3 million worth of prizes.
And then we're going to go around and so without hey guys, it's the Hidden Matrix and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video we're going to be doing another drawing tutorial. It includes Modern Sonic and it's going to be Tyson Hesse kind of style in this drawing tutorial for Modern Sonic. So hopefully by the end of this that you'll be able to draw Modern Sonic like Tyson Hesse, and hopefully it'll come out as a really good drawing as long as you follow every tip and step in this drawing. And you want to make sure that you have a brush size at 10, and then you want to make sure that you've got a tool which is a pencil tool, which you can use this tool in the program Clip Studio Paint, which it has a free store. You can get things off, well, you can buy things off it as well, but you can get free tools, and this is one of the free official tools that Clip Studio offers on its mini store kind of thing. So if you want to use the same tools as me, this is what it is, and it comes out as a different language because it's a Japanese company, I believe, Clip Studio Paint, but it works fine and you don't need to understand the words to know what it does. So it's all good. And if you're on paper, please don't leave, as it's perfectly fine to follow this tutorial, as if you're on paper or digital it won't make a big difference at all. You should still come out with the same results, and if you are on paper, make sure you got yourself a pencil and a rubber just in case you need to rub out any measurements or to clean your drawing or just get rid of any errors, and have the ruler for measurements as well, so you can get the correct proportions and the correct lines that you need to draw this drawing. So without further ado, step one will be drawing the character. So what I want to start off with is simply for the head and the body. I like to draw simple shapes, and what we're going to do is a simple shape for the head will be a circle. So to draw this circle, make sure that your circle isn't too big and doesn't cover too much of the paper, as you want to have enough space to draw spikes and the body and everything. And then once you've got that, what we're going to do is then draw in the body. So with this, it's kind of his back is kind of going diagonally in, and then we're going to go around, and then it's going to go and kind of curve and go back in like that. And then for the head, what we're going to do is draw an axis point. So this will represent the middle center point of the center line of the head for this. And then we're going to go and draw in sort of where the other center point is for the axis of the head, and there you go, that's the axis. And the way he's sort of facing is kind of facing off a little bit to the left and a little bit down, so that's okay. And then for the legs, what we're going to go and do is for the middle point of his left leg, going to just go downwards, and then what we'll do, this will represent the middle point. So imagine there's a little bit of gap here. You want to then go over to this way. I'm going to draw a line going down, and this will represent kind of the gap. So if you were to draw a line down and there, you want to kind of see the gap that there is. It's not too much of a big gap. I'd probably say there's about from there to there, so I guess I rub out a little bit there. That's about the gap in there really, but I'll come back to those legs a little bit later, but you just need stick legs for now. And for the left hand and arm, we're going to go and just do a line out that way for the arm, and then we can do kind of like a, what we're going to do is like a cylinder shape for the wrist of the glove, so going around like this, and then going to curve this end off, and then we're going to go upwards with this. And then what we'll do is we're going to draw like a circle shape for the palm, and that will represent the middle of the hand and direction it's going. It's a bit rough right now, but this is just construction lines, so we can get every detail in a little bit later. Once you've got that, we can then draw in the arm. So I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to go down to about the area where it just starts to the top of the leg and kind of the body where it separates there. What you can do for the hand and knowing where it kind of goes is we can now draw in the sorts of the legs, and we can just kind of draw lines across, knowing where the might be. So with this, just do a line across, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some cylinder kind of shapes. So like we did with the glove. So we're going to go with this, and a little bit will be covering from the hand will be covering it, but it won't matter too much. And once you got that, just do a line in the middle of that, and you can also do a line in the middle of that left glove if that helps as well. Around about here, that's where his hand will end. So this is a good point to know where the hand is. And also with the start of this glove, when drawing it, you want to make sure that it's not too far down. That it only goes really down to about halfway down on the leg. Keep that in mind. So with this, it would go about all the way down to about there, and then you'd have like a tail spike here as well, and off here you would have your shoulder spike, and there might be a little bit more drawn, but this gives you an idea of how things are going. And then once you got that, we're going to go and draw, since his fist is closed in his right hand, I'm going to just draw a circle, and that'll be quite simple enough for that hand. So that'll be okay. I'm happy with this. That's all good. So that's pretty much how we're doing those two arms and hands. So then what we're going to do is continue on with the left leg now for the socks areas. So with this sock, it will kind of end around just about there, and then it's going to go upwards, and you can then just go up and connect these two. And what I'm going to do is just not have it too far out, because you don't want massive long socks, as you got to remember the thickness of both of these socks as well. So keep that in mind. And we can also kind of just do a line in there that will represent kind of where the thumb is, separating from the fingers. So we've got that. What we're going to do next is just draw a nice middle point, and it's kind of just above that other line that we did for the other middle point, and then it's going to go up like that. And what we'll do is we'll develop these are just all basic shapes, so we've got something really basic right now, so it will make it a little bit easier for us. So what we're going to do now is we're going to now draw in a simple basic shape for the shoe with Sonic. So with this, what I'm going to do is kind of draw, I don't really know what shape you call this, it's kind of like a really diagonal lined pointy looking oval kind of circular shape, kind of, I guess you could almost call it like an egg if you were to do the top of it, and it would be like just an egg with pointy edges. So we got that kind of a shape going, and that'd be okay for the shoe. And once you've got that, you can also add in kind of an axis point, and that will represent kind of the direction that the shoe is going in as well. And you've got a little buckle on this side, and it'll be going down to about here, and it'll stop. And so you got something like that as like a little mini rectangle with diagonal lines going outwards instead of straight. So we've got that. Then what we're going to do is kind of the middle point of this right shoe is where we're going to draw in the next shoe. So with this, what we're going to do is go down, and we're going to go across, and then what we'll do is we'll meet it around about there and curve those and connect those, and that'll be okay. And then you can also go with the middle point, and this middle point, what it's also good for in shoes is it will represent kind of the middle area of the white strap. So if you were to do that, and then you were to go and do something like that, then you would understand that's how the strap would look like with the middle point axis. And you can also do like a middle point axis on the body as well. That will help the direction of the body. So when you're drawing in the belly, the skin area of the belly, it might just help you with the direction you want it to face. So now we're basically drawing in the basic structure and shape of Sonic the Hedgehog, modern Sonic, Tyson Hesse way of doing this. What we're going to go and do now is draw in kind of the facial features in this design. So what we're going to do now is going to start with the muzzle. So going up with a line up, and then what we're going to do is eventually we're going to go and curve this line like that upwards, and then we're going to go around and we'll go down, and then what we'll do is we'll eventually to curve it upwards, and there will be a nose cutting this off, but it's nothing to measure right now, and it will be sorted out a little bit later on. So we've got that top bit of the muzzle. Then what we're going to do is we can kind of just do a little bit of a straight line across, and then what we'll do is we'll go from here, it goes slightly down, and then it's going to curve and connect up to that bottom line that we drew. You'd have something like this. Try and keep your lines a little bit nicer than mine and a little bit less scruffy, and rub out everything inside of that. So we've got that. What we're going to do now is we're going to draw in kind of with the axis point. This will also represent the middle point of the eyebrows as well, so this can help with drawing like the size of the eyebrows you want. Start drawing in the white eyes. So with the white eyes, what I'm going to do is go upwards, then I'm going to go with a little bit of a curve on the top, and then what we'll do is we'll go and then just gradually the middle point you want to get to, and then you want to kind of have the same length of it curving out and then the same length of it curving in, so you have a nice gradual looking curve and eye for that there. Then what we can do is draw like the middle point of the eyebrow. This will represent how the expression on Sonic looks, and his eyebrows